This tutorial video will be about how to create a toolpath in Mastercam. So once you have merged your AutoCAD design into the Mastercam file template I gave you, and it looks something like this, of course, with your design on there. Now we're going to create a toolpath and a tool. So we're going to go up, and the first thing we have to do is select machine, and once we select machine, we're going to select the router and just pick public document Thermwood right there. So that's setting up the Thermwood machine that we have out in the shop. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to click on this down arrow right here in 2D, and we're going to go to engrave. And so the first thing it's going to ask you is, hey, select what you want to engrave. So I'm going to select the polygon window so I can just go right around it and avoid everything I don't want to engrave. I hit enter once I've selected it, then I click somewhere on the design, doesn't matter where. It will turn yellow, and then I click the green check mark in my chaining window. So, it's thinking. It has to think a little bit because, you know, these designs are fairly complicated. And you'll know it's done thinking when your grayed out toolpath is no longer grayed out and your engraving window comes up. So it's going to come up without a tool. So the first thing I'm going to do in this white area right here is I'm going to right click and I'm going to go create new tool. And I'm then going to select the engraving tool option and go next. Then I'm going to start putting in, oh, that's weird, I just lost it, so that's weird. I'm going to go next. There it is. But what's going on here? Let's go cancel. Let's try that again. Create new tool. Oh, it looks like the Zoom recording is giving me a problem. Let's go engrave. Let's go next. Okay. So my outer diameter is going to be 1.5. Oh, come on. Come on. There we go. 1.5. My overall length will be 3. My cutting length will be 1. My angle is 45. My tooltip diameter is 0.002. My shoulder length is that. My shank diameter is 0.5. So your tool will end up looking like this once you have everything correct. Then I'm going to go next. And my tool number, I believe, is number 4. I'll check my sheet. Yep. It is tool number 4. So I'll hit tab. 4, it's 4 all the way down. Okay. Then, number of flutes will be 1. Feed rate, we're going to put 250. Plunge rate, 150. Retract, 1500. Spindle speed, 18,000. We're going to call it our 90 degree engraving bit. And we're going to go finish. Now, for some reason in Mastercam, I've never been able to figure out all these years. You've got to go back into the tool, go back into edit, because notice it's tool number 1. Bring that back, tool number 1, and we're going to go next, and it changes to 1 from 4, what you wanted. So now it's good. So we've created our tool. I'm going to go down in the comments area. I always do it in caps. Tool 4 equals a 90 degree V cutter. Okay. Then we go engraving parameters. I'm going to select absolute. Everything will be 0.5. Top of stock will be left at 0, and this will go down to negative 0.375. That's all good. We'll decline. Finishing. We're going to do parallel like this. We're going to rough first, parallel. We're going to do a finish. We're going to click OK. So now it's thinking. So when it's grayed out, you know it's thinking. When it's done thinking, it will no longer be grayed out, and your little hourglass will be gone. Everywhere it's blue is where the tool travels. Everywhere it's yellow is where the tool is pulling out of the material and moving around. So we're going to go up here to verify. And we're going to watch it cut. So I'm going to move my verify over here. I'm going to watch it cut. So it's cutting right now. It's just from the top view. We'll move it to the 3D view here in a second. So it's cutting everything. Now, of course, our video cards in these computers aren't great, so you can kind of use your mouse, hold the wheel down to roll around like this, and you can see how it's engraved. You can kind of see it shine a little bit. So I'm going to go back to top, and there it is. So that's the engraving. I'm going to close it. And the last thing I do is I go File, Desktop, give it a name, save it as a Mastercam file. Yes, I do want to replace it, and then email it to Mr. Smith.